to answer the phone, and what would you say, Matt?
Minneapolis 311, this is Matt. How can we help?
I'd like to report a pothole.
That's it.
And what I do is I enter a service request. I have this option here. I choose for more choices, which would be
Streets.
streets.
One of the reasons why we go through this menu like this is when we get to someday hiring new people again, this is very, if we're getting to that point again, is very helpful for their training and learning the system. So we're going to walk you through just like a new person would see this.
So we've got a pothole request here, street or alley.
Is it pothole in the street or the alley?
Street.
Street.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy to process a request, but did you know that this service is available online?
I just learned that.
Okay, and at this point, if the customer chooses to go online and do it, great. But the thing that we also want to know is how many times did we refer somebody to the web? Because the more we train people how to do it themselves, the more they're going to use it, the more information we're going to get, and the better the data is going to be. So in this situation, why don't you go ahead and continue with the case?
Has there been, or is there currently any street work in progress?
Not that I know.
And why do we ask that question?
Because of the big machinery.
We ask it because if the answer is no, it takes us down a different path, so we don't enter a case because they're going to be working on it and filling it. So we don't send out service requests out to the resolving department that they don't need to get because they're going to be repairing it anyway.
Okay, can I have your name and information?
My last name is Juan, W-N-D.
Now, we do make this somewhat optional. I mean, how important is it to have your name? Like, for example, somebody's driving in from Lake City, hits a pothole on Lake Street. We really don't need their address, do we? Well, I see you want to stick your back on it. But anyway, why don't you go ahead and continue with that?
Okay. Your first name?
Candace, C-A-N-D-A-C-E.
Now,
Address is 3239 Bryant.
okay. So,
This is my home address, not the pothole address.
okay. So basically if we've heard from you before, we should get a match. And,
Yeah, why don't you just hit search and see if she comes up.
Yeah. I did that and it didn't come up. So what we'll do is we'll enter your information and
Have you called 311 before?
I've probably remained anonymous in the past.
Did you want to make sure I ask you to do
All right. She gets an I called 311 sticker out of that.
All right. If it's the dog or the drug dealer.
And so I got to apologize a little bit because I took away Matt's mouse and I just used my touch, so he's used to mousing through this, all that, so I've somewhat inhibited his ability to fly through this.
And your address?
3239 Bryant Avenue.
And it's good to have that information. You know, we could go ahead and fill out information like your email address and all those kind of things, because if we have your email address and you go to self-service and enter one, then you can get email confirmations back and that kind of information.
Of course, you can do that by filling your email address on that.
That's correct. You can fill it out online as well.
Yep.
Okay. And a phone number with area code.
I'd rather not give it up.
Okay.
Good move.
Big question while we're in this process here. What happens if the drug dealer calls and says, "Who turned me in?" Does this information go anywhere else?
We wouldn't enter that kind of information on drug dealers.
Okay,
What was that kind of?
Or the neighbor with the noisy dog, or...
Property information specific to that, yeah, we wouldn't give out to subsequent callers. That's
Okay,
correct,
that's what I'm asking.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's more or less anonymous for the person
Yeah.
reporting...
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute, what kind of information do you get out there?
If you call and ask, about a service request, well, first of all, we would know, what kind of information you're looking for, maybe I should ask
No,
that.
I know my question is because you said Well, for drug dealer, no, we wouldn't give your information out then. My question is, when do you give it
If
out?
you're not the reporting party on a service request, then we won't give that information out.
Ever.